Hi, Megan here. I just thought it might be a good idea, it occurred to me, that we do a lot of processes here every day at Bottle Tree Hill that we never really talk about, and some of the reasons why we do that. This one is important. This is our little piggy who has been here about 3 weeks, a month now. Not sure what his name will be, but he's from the Carl line of Wessex Saddlebacks. We have bred a lot of Wessex Saddlebacks over the years, but we've had a hiatus in that, so now we're getting them back from some trusted sources. Some of our own stock too, which is kind of nice. Anyway, he is digging up this area that we're renovating, and slow as it goes because we've had a few interruptions, and lack of rain, etc, etc, now the heat. So we're renovating this area. He is part of this. It's a manifold process. I want him to learn that one of his main parts of his diet is going to be something like you've got on the ground now. A lot of pumpkins and sort of root crops in there as well. But you can see that he has cauliflower, some Queensland arrowroot. Also in the corner has some Johnson grass, which is the main weed here that really doesn't serve any purpose except pigs going in and digging it up, and can really get into the market garden beds. So I want him to know that that's something that is yummy. There's also in the middle there, there's a bit of remains from the juicer from this morning. So he's got all sorts of things. He's digging up, he's just toppled his water over as usual. He's having a little bit of junk food in the corner there with his highly processed pellets. Normally we try to soak corn and give them a fairly natural diet, ferment it a little bit, but we've run out at the moment. I've just been too busy. So he's getting something that will give him a little bit more protein that he needs because he's a growing boy. Now, he has been digging up these areas. This is sort of yesterday's area that I've half left uncovered. Under there's a fair bit of stuff that he's left, including some plastic that needs to be picked up. But yeah, there's a lot of bits and pieces like beetroots that there. Yeah, I've thrown some seed under there now. So that's sort of yesterday's spot, and this will all be garden bed. But it sort of goes in a bit of a weird quadrangle, I don't know what you'd call it, thing there. And then we'll get over to this area. He's been in here digging this up sort of in the dry for maybe 3 weeks, but we've had an inch of rain now, so it means I can move him on faster because he's digging areas faster. So he's been under this tree, and lots and lots of pumpkins to eat, which he really thinks is good, and he's popping out the seeds, which is also good. And in here I have planted a mix of this stuff, which is a multi-species cover crop. We're really big on putting cover crops wherever there's bare soil here to try to grow plants to get them back into the ground, basically. Now this is we got from Gympie. You can get various ones online. There's some great places now that are supplying those regen seeds as mixes. Also in there is a mix of chicory, cassia, plantain, all sorts of things that but reminded us that these things are very important species to have over 7 different types of plants in a little pasture like this. This isn't going to be pasture, but it is going to be a garden bed which will have natives in there eventually, because we've got this big tree here, gum tree, blue gum, which we might have to eventually take out if it starts interrupting the garden, but I don't think it's going to. We're using the shade from it. We're coping with it. I'm thinking here to put, yeah, some natives, some pollinators, so that we can have some bee food, because we have a beehive in the area now. So he's being fed all of those things that are out of the garden, making use of his natural pigginess. He seems to be having fun. He hasn't got a lot of company at the moment, which will come in a few weeks. He's just a bit small to put with the sows at the moment, because they will boss him around a bit too much. So he needs to get a little bit bigger. Normally pigs do need company. I would have 2 in here if I was better organised, or could have got them, but I couldn't. So yeah, it's working so far, and it's always worked for us here. So the only time it doesn't work is when we have a massive storm and we get a keen pig who decides, that's it, I'm going exploring and I'm digging out into the pen. So we have to watch that. But we also use chickens. This hoop house here was full of chickens 6 months ago, and it's had a good winter crop in there now, and appears to be just feeding the white butterflies, but that's okay. They're having their turn within the week. All of those brassicas will be out there and into compost. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated on this area, but I really just wanted to show you the power of the pig at its finest. See ya.